Coaches, here's 3 things you can do to help your athletes run their fastest at the most important meets of the year. Why don't we assume we're talking about a conference meet, a regional or a sectional meet, and then a state championship meet. What I'm going to talk about applies to cross country, but it could also apply to track as well. These are some general principles. Okay, first one is this. Here's a quote. For better or for worse, your athletes will emulate you. That is something I heard from Jeff Brewer, the baseball coach at Pratt Community College. That was my first coaching job. These are some photos from there. There was our track in Pratt, Kansas. So we ran around a dirt track. But that's not the point of this. The point is that's something that should apply to your coaching in your program the entire year. But it's especially important in the championship season. So why don't we take that for better or for worse, your athletes will emulate you, and let's break that into 2 things. First thing is this. They're going to listen to the intonation of your voice, okay? So you need to be confident and calm in your voice. Your kids are going to be excited. They're going to be fired up. It's the conference championship, or it's the regional championship, or it's the state championship. They're going to be really excited. We want a higher state of arousal going into those races than they had for the normal Tuesday workout. But it's probably going to be up here, and probably ideal is here, right? So when they listen to you, that is a way to kind of bring them down just a little bit. Now, that relates to the other one, which is you physically want to walk with good posture. I'm going to link to a TED Talk that talks about the power pose. I first heard about this when John O'Malley talked about it at the 2018 Boulder Running Clinics. I think it's really powerful. I know for it's very simple. When I walk with good posture, I feel powerful. And when you're athletes, if they see you walking that way, it's easier for them to do it. I don't know all the science on mirror neurons, but we definitely mirror the people around us. Okay? So you want to be somebody who's calm-minded, confident, walking with great posture, and your athletes will walk off the bus or get out of the van doing the exact same thing. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, they need to have a clear race plan. Keep it clear, keep it simple. My thought is probably only 2 or 3 points. If you have 4, that's maybe only for a senior, okay? So they've got 2 or 3 points. This could be, hey, at the 1 mile mark, it's going to start to get hilly after that. We want to be in this position. At the 1 mile mark, you want to gently get up to that point. I mean, we could go into 50 different examples theoretically about what you would want them to do on certain courses. But the key is keep it to 1 or 2 points. This is maybe even more important. When you do the pre-race walkthrough, and I think there's a lot to be said for walking the entire course, if time allows, you need to be very firm with what your plan is. So the example I'm going to use is Dave Frank, the boys coach at Central Catholic High School in Portland, Oregon. Fantastic coach. He's won a lot of state championships in cross country. What's crazy is he's won state championships when we didn't have the best team, okay? So there's a lot we can learn from Dave, and I think one of the things that I took when he spoke at the 2019 Boulder Running Clinics, and if I keep just referencing these, it's because these dates are burned in my head, where he's sharing the story about walking through the course, and he's very firm with his kids. At this point, I want you to do this, okay? And it goes back to point number 1 too. You're going to be calm, but then when you're walking the course, you're going to be very firm about the fact that our team does this at this point, okay? All right, now let's fast forward to race day and what your expectations should be, and if you should have rah-rah talks and da-da-da-da. Here's the bottom line. If your team has a B-plus race, I think you'll be happy with the way everything sorts out in the result sheets and the team finish, and it'll actually be more of an A- or even an A performance for your team. And here's why. So many teams that are at about the same level as you, and even some teams that are better than you, will not race to their fitness level. Your kids, on average, just need to race to their fitness level. Now, you can't have, grades of C's across the board for your athletes and hope to have a great day. But too often coaches and athletes think, okay, it's the conference championship and we've never won conference, and if we all have our greatest day, we'll just run great. No, just run your normal B+ race. Be consistent. Consistency is key, right? Consistency is key all year long. But the bottom line is get a B+ across each athlete, and obviously, I mean, you might have one or two athletes that run amazing, and then one athlete that doesn't run great. But the bottom line is set an expectation of, hey, we just have to do today the things that we've been doing, and we're going to have a great performance. All right, if you enjoyed this, if you're a coach, I send emails every week to coaches. Check out, all you have to do to get on my email list is just go to coachjjohnson.com/emails. And what you can do is you can sign up for emails just for coaches, but I also send them to parents, also send them to adult runners, also adult marathoners, also high school kids, but I will only send you as a coach emails for coaches. Now, if you're an adult marathoner as well, you're like, hey, I would like to hear what Jay has to say about the marathon, you sign up for those emails separately. But if you're a coach, you're enjoying this content, please join my email list. And actually, you know, I referred to 2 different years of the Boulder Running Clinics. If you're on my email list, you will always get first opportunity to get videos like that at a discount, or you'll get first opportunity to buy tickets to those events at a discount too. I always do that with my newsletter, with people that get my newsletter first. Okay, hope you enjoyed this. And if you have a comment, and I guess it's a constructive one, please leave it below. Thanks.